What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is the 26th of April. We are going to take a look this morning at Math, ticker symbol MATH, cryptocurrency on tradingview.com. Real quick, before we jump into the technical analysis, we're going to check out the Coinmarketcap.com website. We're going to take a look real quick at the fear and greed up there at the upper right hand side. We are sitting at 60. We're in that neutral zone. We're not 100% in the center of the neutral zone, but we are not super bullish or super bearish. We're kind of in that indecision period as the markets consolidate here. We'll talk more about that later in the video when we get into the Bitcoin chart. Guys, let's head over to the tradingview.com website. We're going to look at math / the United States dollar. Ticker symbol MATHUSD. This will be a daily chart we're looking at, and Coinbase will be where this price data is from. Well, it's pretty obvious from the screen here. We have a very large breakout that just took place, and we're getting a pullback after a huge move. Guys, math moved from the bottom here to the top tick in 3 or 4 days, about 389%. So 3 days, this market moved 389% out of a massive consolidation. So we actually have a pretty decent cup here with handle, and then your entry point would have been right about here at 30 cents. So from the entry point at 30 cents to your top tick would have been 180% move, and we're getting a pullback. Let's talk about areas of likelihood that the market will stop at this pullback. So let's take a look to the left-hand side of the chart. We have area number 1 would be right about up here at the 39-cent mark. That would be like an area number 1 for potential market support. Not the greatest in my opinion, but it is possible. You can see math right now is trading right at that level. Another area I think that is more likely, depends on what the rest of the markets do, of course, is basically the top of these candle bodies here, which is right about 31 cents. So we'll put an arrow right there. I think that's more likely of an area of support than at 39, which is the top of the candle wicks here. We'll see where this market obviously stops, but those are 2 areas of potential support as this market pulls back after a massive breakout. Another area that I think is even more likely than those 2 is the upper end here of these candle bodies on the left-hand side of the handle within this cup with handle base. So you're looking at right about here at 26 cents. Now, some of you might say, it's never going to get back down there. I understand that. You're looking at about a 30% move lower before support shows up. We'll see, guys. We'll see. That would be a pretty aggressive move down. It really depends on what Bitcoin does. If Bitcoin sells off aggressively, then we could easily see math down at those levels. And, if it holds there and consolidates, it would be healthy looking back. But we'll see. We have basically 3 areas to look for the price to find support. Once again, those are right around 39. We have one here at, what was that, level 31, and then the other one I think is 26 25 cents. Let me know if you are a holder of math before this very large breakout here. I wish I had looked at this chart before we broke out of this cup with handle, because I would have said, look for this to break out. Your entry would be up here at, Let's see, I can tell you exactly what it would be. Yeah, right around 30.49. But that's okay. There's so many charts out there. It's hard to, catch them all. Let's talk about some higher price targets for you guys looking for that. We are sitting at today 39.61. The current math chart here, this Coinbase chart, is down 5.4 cents this morning. It's 4:01 a.m. on the East Coast on Friday, so that's where the price is at. We have some upper price targets we want to talk about. Obviously the markets need to move higher for these to be hit, but they are up there, and I will be watching them, if and when markets get back up to that level. So for starters, we have a price target at 99.20, 99.20, almost $1, 99.20. So that would be a very large breakout, putting this thing back into new time, all-time highs, I should say, 99.20. Let's look at that from where we're trading at today. Let's say math takes off like a rocket on this Friday, the 26th. 99.20 is going to put math up about 152% move from where we're currently trading at 39 cents. Target number one, 99.20. 108.20 is the target number two. $1.0820 target number two. That would put the price up from where it's trading at this morning, on this Friday morning. We're looking at about 171% move higher. 171 higher. So will it happen today? I don't know that. Is it possible? Of course it is. Just to give you a little idea of what took place in the past, here's a 50% move higher in price on the 8th, and here is a 181% move higher on the 9th of April. So can the market go from 39 cents to $1.08? Yes, it can do that in one day. No problem. It showed us back here that it's possible. Are we in the right market condition right now? We'll look at Bitcoin, and we'll talk about that towards the end of the video, so hang in there for that. So that is my upper price targets right now. The highest I have for math is 108.20, and once again, that would look like from 39 cents to 108 area, about 171, 172 roughly percent gain to the upside. It's very possible. We just saw it a couple days ago, 180+% day actually. So those are my upper price targets at the moment. Those will change, and more will and can be added to the chart as the as the price moves higher. If the price moves higher, 99.20, 108.20, guys, and we'll actually jump into a couple more higher ones in just a moment using some of the Fibonacci levels. So let's say markets go south in a big way. Let's say our three levels of support. So you're roughly at like the 39, the 31, and that 26. Let's say all of those fail. Okay. They pull the plug on the markets. Markets tumble. We take out the lows over here at 17. We start to test the lower end of this cup here. Where is my level of support for math cryptocurrency? Well, I have one down there at 1493. I think that's a very important area. Although if we start to undercut these lows at like 17, and we start to test these, it's going to be pretty dicey, but it is a important area. 1493 is that first level. You can see a lot of support here on this very nice rounding bottom here on this cup with handle pattern. What is that going to look like if that took place from where we're currently trading at? About a 62% move lower. Of course, that could happen in a day if they really pull the plugs in the markets. 1493, and then we have one way down there at 764, so that's 7 cents, 0.0764. So just because these are on the chart doesn't mean the price is heading in that direction, or even will ever get to there. But as price starts to approach, they become more and more important. Otherwise, they're just, either up there or in this case, they're down there. 764 is that other level, guys. And that would put the price up or down, excuse me, about 80%. So those are what I have currently on the math chart. Again, I haven't been looking at this chart for very long. So we'll see if you guys enjoy looking at this, and maybe I'll continue to cover it. For fun here, let's throw the Fibonacci's up here. We'll take the swing high from the 10th of April. That would be 85.8. So right about there. Let's see. The highs were 85.8. Just about there. And we'll take the low. So we're continuing to putting new lows. So today is another new low. So we'll see if, today is the lower. So if we continue to put in lower lows, then these numbers will change as the price continues lower. But for right now, we're roughly at like 39.40 cents. So just for starters here, for those of you looking for some much higher targets, just based on the swing high and then today's low, like I said, if that could change if we continue to trade lower, the fibs would obviously, the prices would be higher as we put in new lows. But anyways, for starters, a big breakout past our most recent high would give you the 1618 fib up there at $1.39, right up here in white, and then the 2618 up there at $3, the 3618 up there at 664236 at $10. But like I said, if we continue to put in new lows, lower lows, these fib numbers will change. Obviously, our high, our most recent high, will stay the same, but the lows will continue to move. So you really want to wait for that to be confirmed before you pull in your fibs and start to see some upward momentum. Let's see what else we can look at here on this chart real quick. So we do have a little bit of I'm not going to put too much effort or energy into this at the moment, but we'll talk about it. So we have the move up, a higher low. We have a lower high that took place on the 13th. And then we actually started to put in it's like almost a double bottom, a lower high and a lower low. So a little sloppy here, but we are potentially in stages of lower highs and lower lows. So we don't know where this low will come in yet, because so far it's not today. Today's a new low. So what we want to see is a move higher here, either a lower high to a higher low, or right out of the get-go, we want to see a higher high to a higher low, and then that next leg up can be very strong. So that's just a couple things. There's a lot going on here. There's a lot to look at. It depends on what your goals and objectives are, guys. So appreciate you guys watching. Thanks. Let me know down in the comments if you want me to cover math more or any other coins, tokens, cryptocurrencies, stocks, futures. Feel free to drop them down below and we'll take a look at them. Once again, my highest target right now, 108, and then we have one under there at 99. If they pull the plug on everything, pretty much 1493 and 0764, that's way down there. Let's take a look at Bitcoin, guys. BTC USD. This will be a Coinbase chart as well. So got some marks up here on the chart from covering Bitcoin yesterday in an Aerodrome video. Check that out if you have not yet. It was yesterday's upload. So we have some support so far. We have a higher high. We have a higher low. What's going to happen next? Either a lower high and lower low, or higher high and higher low. We'll see. We got some important areas to hold at 6205. We want to see those hold. We're playing some levels right now, basically between 64 and 63. All these levels here. We got some nice support in yesterday's candle, the 25th. We'll see, guys. We also have a move lower here, a lower low and a lower high, but we also have a higher low. So we either we're going to rally into a higher high, or this is going to fade right around this 63,375, and markets are going to turn lower. We're right in that neutral zone, as the fear and greed indicates, in the 60,000 level. We have big upside targets for Bitcoin, but we need confirmation that the rally is going to resume. We have targets, all the way up to right now, I believe, 130,000. But there's a lot of roadblocks way before we get up to that level, with starters breaking above the 73,494 level, which is the all-time high so far. Guys, thanks for watching. If you're not yet subscribed, go ahead and join us here. Appreciate it. Hit that thumbs up. And like I said, let me know what you think down in the comments. I'll cover some other stuff if it looks like the charts are in a decent position. All links down below. You guys have a great Friday. Take care.